Hi there, good morning. Welcome to this morning's coffee and card. Good morning. The two Anns are on. We've got Anne and Anne. Good morning, Anne. Good morning, Anne. I've got 7 of you on, so I'll just wait until you catch up with me. Have you got a coffee? I've got my big cup, one of my big cups. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Sarah and Sandra. Hi, folks. Hello, hello. We're on week 3. We're on week 3 already of round 41. I always have to double check. It's not going to be long until I'm at round 50. Yes, I've got my peachy on today. I'm not really feeling very peachy, but I put it on. And yeah, I thought it might cheer me up. I'm a bit meh at the moment. So yeah, I've got my peaches on. So a few things to go through to tell you before we get started on this week's card. Thank you for sharing your cards in the group. Really appreciate that. I love seeing what you've been up to. So if you haven't seen, Craig and I are doing a fundraiser for kidney care called Kits Out for Kidneys. So I'm using the kits, because it's an easy way to get Stampin' Up in people's hands, and they're a little bit more user friendly for people who may not have crafted before. They're great for gifts, and it's just, and they began with a K, which matched kidneys. So it was a really good title, or catchy. I think it's catchy anyway. Get your kits out for kidneys. That sounds a bit wrong, really, but anyway. So good news is I'm trying to sell 100, not by a set date, but I am hoping to. Well, I keep having to change the date. So at the moment it's on the 25th of August, but now something's come up, so it might have to be on another day. But I'm going to be live going through the kits, but that's not necessary for people to watch then, because the kits are easy to, they do make excellent prezzies, and I've got 2 brand new ones to share with you this morning. So I'm trying to sell 100. And so far, we're up to 31, which I'm really pleased with. People have bought them from me who are not customers, who haven't crafted with me before, haven't purchased anything from Stampin' Up before. So that's really good to get them out there. People have bought them for the kids to do in the holidays. And we've got a new one that some people like it and some people don't like Halloween. I'm not really into it camp. However, this kit I do think is fantastic. So if you don't like go mad on decorating and things like that, I do think this kit is really good to do with the kids. And or I've got one for me, because I just think it'll be nice on our little sideboard. So I'm going to turn my camera around. This is the size of the box for this one, so it's a little bit bigger in that respect, but it's shallower. Okay, so I'll turn things around. Hopefully you can hear me now. Yes, I just did a test and I could hear myself. I'll just lower the camera because I get told that I'm too quiet. Never usually told that. Wasn't told that at rehearsal last night for Sister Act. Mark my words. So this is it's called the Haunted Home Kit, and it is advisable that you may need, for just some parts of it, not all of it, you might need hot glue, but really any strong glue I think will be fine. There is a really good Stampin' Up video on how to put it together, but it's actually really, it looks actually really good, really easy. I've not opened it yet, but the outer parts, they do look rather really good thickness of card. It's thicker than our card. It's not quite as thick as a packing box, but it's in between like a normal card and that kind of card. Now, I did see another demonstrator. What she's done is she's turned hers inside out and she's made a Christmas house. So that's an option. And she painted the fence with some white ink. Or you can just not use the fence. But yeah, she's turned hers into a Christmas house. She used some of the country woods paper, you know, the wood grain effect for the roof, and used some new Christmas accessories that we've got coming. The ephemera packs. I've got one of those to hand actually. I could show you that. Showing you a Christmas sneak here. Hey Betty, good to have you. I was just thinking about you. So this is one of the ephemera packs, and there's like 8 sheets of die cuts. And what she did was she stuck the snowman to the front and she put the bow on a wreath in the window here. And these black sort of window shutters, the white on the other side, so she turned them round. And this is brown on the other side. So you can make it into Christmas house. So yeah, watch this space. I might just have to order an extra one now to do that. So that's just £17. So for the kits out for kidneys, most of them are around the 22 mark. And for every kit that I sell, I'm donating my commission on that, which is around £4. So yeah, so far we've raised £124 for kidney care, which is fabulous. So that one I will be donating £3. And then if you want to share the Stampin' Up love with someone who you might think might like to have a go at doing their own Christmas cards, then this is a new Christmas card kit. You get a little pretty peacock ink pad. You get a block with this one as well. So it's really good for a prezi or someone who's brand new to crafting. And I think the cards are great on this. Nice envelopes too. Really nice cards. Quite modern but traditional at the same time. And the stamps are really good to keep just for, I don't know if you can see that, if I do that. No. That's even worse. There we go. They say a big chunky Merry, and then we've got Christmas and wishes, and then you've got these 2 leaves, very useful. And then this one is upside down, and it says, may whatever brings you love and joy be yours this season and throughout the new year. I think that's a nice one because it's saying, have a lovely Christmas and Christmas season and then into the new year. So you get that, and then all the bits and bobs. Look, you've even got tape in there. You've got foam pads. So it's a fabulous prezi. I think this one's 22. So yeah, it makes 8 cards. Yes, the Christmas house. I think I've set myself a challenge here, haven't I? I'm placing an order tonight, hopefully. So if anybody wants anything, do let me know. I had 2 orders delivered yesterday. One of them, some of the stuff was hanging out, and it looks like, Betty, one of your sets of blends as well. It could be in Germany, it could be in wherever, in a UPS truck somewhere. So I've been onto them and getting a replacement. They're always very good at replacing everything. But I'd ordered some mini catalogues, these mini catalogues, and they make the box quite heavy, and it had like opened at the corner, and there was a pack of pumpkin pie blends sort of hanging out of the box, and I thought, uh-oh. So yeah, I can't show you inside here yet, but this comes out. I'm not supposed to show the back. Hang on. 4th of September this comes out. So I've got my copies. I'll be getting those out soon. And the thing is, I want to do a mini catalogue launch, so online. So I just need to plan that. Probably the weekend of the 6th, 7th of September. So 7th, 8th September. So I'm just going to plan that. And yeah, that's one of my jobs. That's my job for today. So final little advert. Had a few, 2 or 3
2, I think, bookings for this over the weekend because I shared some of the cards, and it's the Coffee and Card round 42 with these gorgeous green and gold papers. Now, if you're doing option B or C, you just get half a pack of these. They are specialty papers. If you want to upgrade to a full pack, it would be an extra £8 because I've had someone ask me. With option A, because you're only getting the papers, you do get a full pack. So they are stunning. And I've got some nice gold foiling. What I love about them is some of them have got a white base and some of them have got a vanilla, very vanilla base. So I love that because it means I can do a combination of different colour cards and things like that. So I've been sharing on my socials. So here are 4 of the cards. I've one more to do, plus a fancy fold. You know, I always like to finish with a bigger card or a fancier card for the last week. So, oh yeah, so what's included if you go for option B and C? Option B is the stamp set, and then option C is the stamp set and the dies, and as a bonus gift from me, you'll get a reel of the ribbon as well. Very generous, and some extra card to make some tags. Now, these are the dies. They are stitched, and they have a hole in, so you can do little tags. Now, what if you don't want a hole in? Well, I've got alternatives to show you. Now, the lovely Carol, who was on watching, has made a really good point. So I thought I'd mention this. Carol messaged me, and I always say to you, always say to you, look, if you don't want something and you want something else, instead of saying, no, I don't want to do that because I don't want that, just ask me. So Carol said, I'd really want to do it, but I love the papers. I've got lots of Christmas stamps, which is fair enough. Can I have it just with the dies? And I never thought of that. So thank you, Carol, for that. So, because I've got an option with just the papers, just the stamps, or the stamps and dies. No option with just the dies. So that is now an option, but I've not got time to put it on my website because it closes next Tuesday. So if you want just the dies, please do get in touch and I will sort the price out for you. And then you can just have the lovely tag dies. And you would still get half a pack of the papers and the card kits. So that's just a little reminder about that. So these are the cards that I shared. It does come very fast. And I'll be honest, Betty, I placed an order last Wednesday morning. Yeah, it was either Tuesday night or Wednesday morning. And it came yesterday, so less than a week from Germany. So I was impressed with that. So this is another one. I saw this from a lady on YouTube, and I loved how she'd use the strips on an angle. Yeah. Now, this is one of those tags, but I've just covered it up, the hole up with a little bit of ribbon and some of my favourite linen thread. So that will be one of the weeks. Then another one here. These are obviously vanilla based. Just cutting the papers out. And then this one. Use a bit of the gold foil there. So thank you. Oh, thanks, Anne. Thank you. And what I love about this is you get the opportunity to use different greens. So I've used garden green here, mossy meadow. There's other greens that you could use within it, old olive, etc., etc. So do please book on for that. It's the usual link. I will pop it on the bottom, and the kidneys, the link for the kits out for kidneys is on here too. And that's all my adverts for this morning because it's now 11:15 and we've not even looked at making anything. So this, I realised this morning because I couldn't remember what card we were doing today. I don't think in my haste last week doing it on the evening and I was tired, I don't think I showed you this week's card. So here it is. Now this week is one for the stampers, however, which I am going to do, but you can, if you are using just the paper, then dead easy to do. So in your packs, and I'm loving, look at this, the peach and the navy. What a nice combo. So when you put that here, it doesn't look quite right, but there's a trick about that. The sides have got more peach on show than the ends, and that's because we're doing a gap in the middle so it spreads out. So if you are not taking part and you don't have the kit, I'm just going to tell you quickly what these measurements are. Oh, hi Christy. So please do grab a pen and write these down. So this basic white is centimetres, 7.5 by 12.3. That's 7.5 by 12.3. And the peach pie is 8.5. So it's a whole centimetre wider, 8.5 by 12.8. I know these measurements off by heart now. And this is another one to draw in your little book. So it's 8.5 by 12.8. So it's only half a centimetre taller, but it's a whole centimetre wider. And then you've got your normal card base. A little bit of the peach ribbon, and then a little stitched circle. So what I'm going to do is, oh gosh, I got the sentiment stamps out, but I didn't get the, I didn't get this one out. Okay, so I'm going to use this stamp here, which matches the papers in your packs, okay? So if you haven't got the stamps, what all you need to do is, you can watch me stamp and colour, but this white, yeah, you cut it from the papers. So what I might suggest you use is one that we're not really using, not the ones where you cut, maybe this one, where there's lots of oranges and lemons on it, yeah? So you just need to cut a piece of paper 7.5 by 12.3. That's if you're crafting just with the papers. Okay, 7.5 by 12.3. I'm useless this morning. I forgot to get my basic grey out as well. Oh, Betty, that's a really nice idea. Leave that with me. I need to do more videos, so I might, yes, I need to do more videos. So, yeah, I could do that as an extra video. Maybe that could be week 6 on one of the coffee and cards, that we make something for them to go in, just having a thought out loud there. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp. I know I'm stamping on my desk here. I'm going to stamp up there, like that. Oh, isn't that nice? And then stamp down there, like that. And please bear with me while I colour. So I'm using Old Olive, Pumpkin Pie and Daffodil Delight, and these are this month's Blends Club. And you will get some card to match. I'm just going to go over the lines on the leaves. So Betty, your poor Old Olive somewhere Mind you, I think I ordered them yesterday and I'm sure that it's already shipped. Well, that could be my other... I put an order in over the weekend because I sold quite a few of the Halloween kits for the kids, the kidneys. Okay, so I've just really roughly gone over all of the leaves, all of the like veins in the leaves with the dark old olive. And then I'm just going to go over with the light. Now, last week, if you remember, I did the no line stamping with mixed results, probably. I did a poll on my Instagram and most people preferred, well, a few liked the stamping, but a lot preferred just the cutting of the papers. You know, all that colouring. So today for me is a Stampin' Up day. Bar one or two other little jobs I have to do, but predominantly I try and keep Tuesdays as a full Stampin' Up day. And I've got a list of things that I need to get out there. My festive treat day being one of them, which is the 2nd of November. Just deciding what to use on it. Yeah. Just colouring the stalks with the light old olive. Oh, bless you. Oh, I've got you all excited, Betty. Oh, that's nice. So I've been working on plans for the next rounds of copy and card. I always like to work ahead and get ahead with that. So the next, well, obviously, booking closes next Tuesday for the green and gold. Got 7 books on for that so far, which is the same as this one, so I can't complain. And I would love to get a few more, of course. So booking closing next week for that, and then the one after that is going to be Christmas. That won't start till October. And that's going to be a fun, like, cutesy one. Because the green and gold's obviously quite classy, with the colours and the designs. So the one after, I'm trying to cover all sort of tastes. The one after is going to be cutesy. And I like both, actually. Right, that's all the leaves coloured. I'm trying to remember on which email. Not sure now. Would you send me it again and then I'll text you back, please? Thank you. So that's the leaves coloured in. And now, my favourite, no, I'm going to do the flowers now. So what I do with these is I just colour the inners in dark daffodil. Tiny bit here on the buds at the bottom. I will show you this close up. Did you hear the cogs whirring then, Anne, when I was trying to work out which email? No, I haven't had an email about that, actually. Was it about your bonus day coupon? Because I've got your coupon, so I need to send that to you somehow. I might need to text you that. And then I just go over with the pale. Well, it's not called that, is it? It's called Light Daffodil Delight. And I will show you that I colour over the dark, and then I go not quite to the ends. So it gives a bit of a ombre look. If this is too pale for you, you can add a little bit more. And I always say when I'm colouring, you can always add more, but you can't take it away. But technically you can a little bit with the blender pen. With the colour lifter one. It's not called a blender pen. It's called a colour lifter, Julie. Okay. So I think I might like a little bit more yellow. So I can just go back over. Just add a little bit more. Also, something I've forgotten to say, because it didn't start until last week. It didn't start until last Tuesday. We have 15% off papers at the moment. So it's papers from the annual catalogue. So for example, these ones, the ones that we're using, have 15% off in August. Okay, so now I'm going to use my dark pumpkin pie, and I'm going to go. Now, can you see on these oranges, they have like spots sort of around the edges and in certain areas. And I think I use those to think that's where I'm going to put my dark. Yeah, that's sort of helping me know where to put my dark colouring. Do you know what? I think I'm going to use the bullet end. I'm a little bit more confident with that end. So I'll do these three, and then while I'm colouring, feel free to ask questions like Betty did and Anne did. And I'll lift my head up and have a look. Okay, so I'm going to now go over with the light pumpkin pie. And I do press quite firmly here because I'm trying to blend that colour in. And because I've coloured all of the others, it has been sat there a while. Actually, might want to use the brush end. Okay. There we go. It's those three done. How's that look on screen? Does that look quite nice and blended? Yes, that I always give. Oh, I've knocked the camera. Sorry. I always give them to my friend who's well, she's my hairdresser, but she's my friend most importantly, and she seems to be really. She loves sending a little letter, and she loves sending cards. So she said, so at Christmas I don't give her Christmas cards. I give her like 8 or 10 cards that I've made over the months, different variety of different things, and she loves them, and she said they all get used. Absolutely boiling up in here. I'm going to have to open the window. Hopefully it won't be too noisy. Oof, absolutely burning up. Okay, that's that one. Nearly there, girls. I'm actually looking, and I think I've got more definition on today's, you know, round the edges, because I've coloured over these sort of spots. Okay, last bit to do. Oh, that's really good. So that kit that we've got, the By Your Side kit, I shared some cards made by my lovely customer Lisa. That's a fantastic one. Do you know it's even a good one to gift to your dog groomer as a present for them to make the cards. So our dog walker, Lauren, she has a 10-year-old daughter who's really into crafts, and I've been giving her like all my scraps and bits and bobs of old stuff, and she loves it. She bought one of the kits for kidneys. She got the dog one, and she made a card for one of her doggy clients. I think she's sending them all to the dogs for the birthdays. Right, there's my colouring. What do we think? Have I done okay? Oh, actually, on screen, that looks quite nice. It does look quite nice. It seems a shame to cut it up, doesn't it? But that's just what we're going to do. Okay? So we are going to cut. Look, if you don't want to cut it, if you honestly don't want to cut it, then cut this piece at the back down by 0.5 centimetre and you will be all good. But what I'm going to do is, this is going to get cut in 2.5 centimetre strips. Okay? It's a bit, and then it's a bit like putting a easy jigsaw back together. So all that work, and then we're cutting it down. But I just think it looks effective like this. Okay, so then we're going to glue that down. My glue's hiding. Yes, there we go. You need one of those By Your Side kits, Betty. And one thing to let you know about those, they are such good value. I think it's £21 the kit, and it comes with stamps and a mini ink pad. In fact, I've got it here. I can show you it. But the great thing about it is it's got like the die cuts of the dogs and the cats. And it makes 8 cards, I think. But there's actually 8 dogs and 8 cats. So if you're buying it for a cat lover, they can use all the cats. If you're buying it for a dog lover, they can use just all the dogs. Or if someone loves both, then you can put both on the card. So I thought that was a really good design thing from Stampin' Up. I'll see if I've got it. I've got my pile of kits down here because I want to do a video on them to get some more. Oh, thanks, Sandra. There we go. Okay. As I say, you don't have to do that. Right. And then we're nearly done, guys. So this is going to go around the back. Yeah. And just remind me, I want to show you some Christmas stuff and that kit. Before we finish, I want to show you what the next coffee... Well, I can only show you the papers and the stamps because the dies are stuck at the moment, or they're a little bit delayed because there's a lot of problems on the Suez Canal. So I'm just going to pop this halfway down or halfway up. You know me, I just like to double check with my ruler. Okay. So I can stick that down you do want some more papers, don't forget, if you've got your bonus day coupons to use that you might have received from your July spends, if you do want some more papers, then they're 15% off this month. So that's going to stick down there. Now I've cheated. I have cheated and I've used a different stamp set. Okay. And it's one of my faves because this is one I recommend to beginners stampers or someone who wants a nice, simple sentiment. And it's called Simply Said. It's a set of 10 stamps and I think it's £16. And I'm going to use this birthday wishes. Or, do you know, I might actually use just a note, actually, because I do think that I like to have some, like, all occasion stamps in. And I've cut you a die cut from the Stylish Shapes Firm Fave set of dies, that one. And I'm using Night of Navy. That's the colour that gets everywhere. Not too bad. And I'm just going to pop that up on there. I've covered over some of my best colouring with some foam pads or dimensionals. And there we go. There we go. Week 3 all done. All done, folks. Would you like to see next week's card? I think I've got it here. Yeah. Where's my bag for this week? I'll pop that away. We're going Old Olive next week. And we're using one of the die cuts. It's not a tricky card next week, other than we're using the die cut and some lemons. So it's actually a fairly easy card next week. Won't take us long. We can do lots of chat. We can do lots of chit chat. But I wanted to show different elements. Okay, stamp kits. Let me try and find it. Nope. It will be the bottom one, won't it? Yes, here it is. So this is the doggy kit that I was talking about. Well, and cats, by your side. You get a little Old Olive ink pad, and then you get 4 sheets of these. So this is, and you only need 2 sheets. So this is what I mean where you get double dogs and double cats. Sheet of foam pads. That's got hearts that come out. You get a block. You've got these little heart stickers. You've got circle die cuts that come out. Die cuts to do your stamping on. You've got lots of those, double. And the envelopes are lovely. Oh, look, there's a space to stamp the paw stamp. Where's the stamps gone? Have I lost the stamps? Oh no, Julie, please no. Oh my goodness. How can I have not got the stamps? Well, we'll be looking for those, won't we? But there is stamps with a paw on, and you can stamp the paw on the envelope. How cute is that? And then you've got the lovely card bases. You would have a stamp set. Oh, I'm trying to pick that off and it's actually printed on the card. So yes, nice colours. that's that kit. So yeah, all the details are on my Kits Out for Kidneys page with pictures of all the kits that I'm offering. And finally, I'm going to share with you the papers from the coffee and card that starts in October and the stamp set, but there will be a dies to go with it, of course. The one I'm going to do after this one is going to be the house one with the punch, but the house stamp set, it is a bit Christmassy, but it's not overly Christmassy, so that's the one that will start towards the end of November when maybe people have got most of the Christmas cards done, so we can do some Christmas and non-Christmas cards with the house punch one. So that's my plans for the rest of the year when it comes to coffee and cards. So we've got the classic green and gold one that starts beginning of September, takes us into October. Then we'll be doing this fun, cutesy, snowy scenes one that takes us in towards the end of November, mid to end of November, and then we'll do the house one with the punch. So I love the fonts on this. So this is the stamp set. Oh yes, that the dies are really nice. So that's that. So it's a bit of a snow globe, but not all overrun with snow globe. So really nice colours, really fresh. Now you could cut those out and just pop them on a card, or if you don't want to use that side, we've got some nice snowflakes on the back side. Snowmen. Again, these are good for cutting out. And this is one where I thought we could cut the papers out, and I love that checked pattern on the back. Love the penguins. And we've got Christmas trees on the back of that. And we've got very useful holly. And then my favourite one's the last one. Oops, and stripes on the back of the holly. And then my favourite one, I love a house. I love anything Christmassy with a house on. That's got my vote, and that's got the candy canes on the back. So that's coffee and card. That'll be round 43 with that one. I need to advertise that. Now that this is here, I haven't got the dies yet, but that's the stamp set. But look at this. Okay, this is from another suite. But I love Baker's Twine. And look, we've got some, it's red and white. Does it say real red? Real red. Baker's Twine. I love a striped Baker's Twine. Does it say the colours? So it's Daffodil Delight, Early Espresso, Garden Green, Petal Pink, Pool Party, Poppy Parade. So technically the red in here is Poppy Parade. But I think, no, not this house on here. It's a different shape. It's a different shape. But yeah, don't worry about that. We're going to do some nice stuff with it. And then look at these. These are adhesive back peppermints. Now, we might be using a little bit of this with the coffee and card, but these are going to be part of the Paper Crafts and Piano Day that's on the 12th of October. So these are going to be in the kit. So if you love these, don't worry, because if you come into Paper Crafts and Piano, then yeah. And these papers go with them. So just a little teaser of these. Okay, so I'm going to get these out and do proper photos and everything, so I can advertise that. All right. But my stuff only came yesterday, so, and I was doing my other work yesterday. So that's it from me. I think I've showed you everything. I'll just get the card back out from today. And what time are we on? Oh, we've done 50 minutes this morning. We're getting longer. Mind you, next week's is a quick one. If you've any questions, please drop me an email, or if you want to order anything, and just I've got an order ready to go, but I'm waiting for the dies to come in from that shipment. So as soon as I see that they're in, boom, I'll be placing my order. So do get in touch. And thank you for sharing part of your Tuesday morning with me. I love it. So I will see you next week. Have a great week. The sun's shining now here. So I will see you soon. You take care. Bye bye.